Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Keep Gaming Podcast. I'm your host, Lu Nieves Jr. And today we are joined by the full team. We're all back together. It's been almost 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I want to introduce you guys to the first lady of Keep Gaming Podcast, Pawful. What is going on?
Not much. Let's get it, baby.
We also joined by Mr. Johnny BoomBotz. Welcome back, sir. How are you?
Thank you. Good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate the offer to come back again. I really do.
What is this guy talking about? And last but not least, we got the horniest guy on Twitch. Mayamo CG, what's going on, brother? And today we are talking about PlayStation, supposedly rumored, starting a new subscription services that's going to include PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, and they're going to have their own tiers. This is episode 35, Keep Gaming Podcast. Guys, let's talk about it. It's been rumored. It came out, I believe, yesterday from Bloomberg that PlayStation is going to come out with a competitor towards Xbox Game Pass. But this is a little bit different from what we've seen in the rumors, and I'm sure everybody by now, if you have it, they are trying to include their subscription services that has PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now and combine them as one. This is something I think a lot of us PlayStation gamers and users have been wanting for a while since Xbox Game Pass has come out, but PlayStation hasn't done anything. This is codenamed Spartacus. I want to start with you, Pawful. What are your thoughts on this new subscription service that's going to be coming out in the fall next year?
I'm excited for it. I kind of had a feeling since we were talking about Black Friday deals, because I was like perusing on the PlayStation store as one does, and I already have Plus, like I already paid for it, but I still kind of check out the deals anyway. And I noticed that Now didn't have a deal for Black Friday.
Yeah.
I think they had like just the 1 month was like $3.99, but everything else was still full price. So I was like, they're gonna do something, because last year, every other year they've always had both on sale. So I think it's a good idea. I think if they can do it well and they nail it, I think they'll be fine. I just kind of hate that, unlike Xbox Game Pass, apparently it's being rumored that like they won't have titles out like day one access like Xbox does. So that's kind of the shitty thing for me.
Yeah, if you're going to compare the two, you would think they will probably do something for their exclusives, but PlayStation's not doing that, according to the rumors. Yeah. John, what are your thoughts on this, man?
So I'm interested to see where they're going to go with it. Because of the fact that we already know PlayStation is always usually lead on a lot of a lot of things. So I mean, we spoke about it for months already. We've been talking about it on the pod and everything else too, that PlayStation needs to catch up. They need to catch up either with their gaming service to match up with Game Pass, to match up even with Switch Online. Like they don't offer anything that really holds up. The only thing that I want to see, though, and we spoke about it before the podcast too, is I want to see exactly what they're going to offer. I saw somewhere that they're saying it might be in the first couple months of 2022 when they release it. So we're looking at like springtime, late winter, early spring possibly for it. So that'll be a good before the summertime drops. But my only thing is though too is that they're going to be offering PS1, PS2, PS3, and PSP. What that they're going to have price variations. It's not going to be like a set price for it. PlayStation never does something like that. So what I'm seeing though is that the way that PlayStation Now has, you can download some games, some of your newer games, but you can't stream. You have to stream some of your older games. It's cloud based. Xbox, like we spoke about before, Xbox has cloud based and they have download available. PlayStation, I want to see if they're going to offer downloads or it's only going to be straight cloud based only. If they do only cloud-based for your old PS1, PS2, and PS Plus and PSP games, in all reality, like if you don't have a stable internet connection, that knocks out half the people in Midwest or rural towns or anywhere else though too. Or if you have a family, if you got to pause it for some reason, like you had the issue one time, Lou, where you were playing God of War, you paused it, you stepped away for a little bit, there was a queue of people waiting to get in and kicked you off the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it happened to Chris too. It happens where, and in all reality, if you got a life though, like you can't expect everybody that's going to be playing these games to pause it and then walk away for 20 minutes because they got to do something.
Poop. You can't
poop. You can't poop. Like if exactly. And that's the thing too, is that's where I feel like PlayStation drops the ball a lot. So I want to see if they're going to do it. But they need to be able to offer that download option for it. And the fact that they're not offering AAA titles day one release, okay, fine. I can respect it. It's PlayStation. They're not going to do it. We know that already. It's like Apple doesn't do certain things for free either. They're not going to do it. But What I want to see though is these tiers. How affordable they're going to make the tiers, because we already know it's $9.99 a month right now for PlayStation Plus, unless you pay for the for the full year.
It's
for
$60.
$60 or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you do PlayStation Now, you're paying on top of that too. If they combine it and it's only like, I'm willing to pay up to $20, $25 for a base version of it. Like, give me some PS1, PS2. I don't even care about the AAA.
Yeah.
But you already know though, if they do 3 tiers, I really think that they're gonna do it where tier 1 will be your PlayStation Now and your PlayStation Plus. You get your internet service, you get so many PlayStation Now games, basic stuff. You don't get anything crazy. Tier 2 will be a little bit more of your exclusives. Tier 3 will be your exclusives along with download availability. You won't get download unless you pay for top tier. And they'll probably release later on another tier where you can pay an extra $10 a month and you get your AAA games day 1 release, because they're gonna want to find a way to make money out of it, and that's what I fear.
Oh yeah.
But I want to see, and that's why I still will stay with Xbox over PlayStation for this, because personally, I have more games on Xbox that I want to play than I do PlayStation. Without, I could just buy some of the emulators, I could buy other things for PlayStation, and just my older games that I want to play. So we'll see how it goes. Though I'm excited, but I'm also really nervous because I don't think they're going to do well with it.
Chris, what are your thoughts on this, man?
Going off the title, I don't think there's a such thing as too late, because you can take somebody's formula and make it better. But everything I've heard so far doesn't sound like they're making it better. They're just making it more difficult for people, right? So you could do like what Instagram did, right? Snapchat used to be a thing. Now nobody uses Snapchat anymore because Instagram stories is where it's at.
But now everybody got stories, right?
Yeah.
Even Twitter tried it and didn't work out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, if they do it better, great. I'm all for it. I'm all for I'm fine with subscription services. I'm subscribed to literally everything as far as like streaming services. I got Xbox Game Pass. I got PS Now on my computer. I got all this stuff already. My only issues with the PS Now is it's all cloud, right? If they can give me an option to download games, it'll make my life that much easier. You know what I'm saying? Especially like for people in areas where that have bad internet. Like, how are we supposed to take advantage, right, of your services that we're paying for if we don't have shit to download, right?
Exactly.
So it's like, and even then, downloading the games takes a while if you have shitty internet. You know what I mean? So it's like, make it an option and don't kill our pockets with it, right? Because Game Pass, they have the $10 version and the $15 version. The $15 version adds Xbox Live Gold, especially if you're on.
Yeah, you pretty much get everything.
Yeah, if you're on Xbox. For me, I buy the $10 one because I'm only on PC, so it doesn't make sense for me to have Xbox Live because I don't use Xbox Live. You know, so if they could come up with something similar where it's not too crazy and you get to download games and do all this extra stuff, I'm all for it. As of right now, I know they said they're combining the PS Now and the PS Plus. I don't think they're going to change the name. I think they're just going to keep it PS Plus because that sounds good. You know what I mean? But I'm cool with it. As I just need more information before I would think about really spending my money on something that wouldn't be worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is all speculation. This is rumor. Nothing has been confirmed. Sony hasn't come out and said, yes, you guys are right. But I want to start with, I think this is a great idea. This is what I've been wanting as a PlayStation Plus user. I tried PlayStation Now. I think it's great. All the nostalgia, old games. And they add some new games. They recently added The Last of Us Part 2 on there. And I feel they're a little late to the party when they add newer titles. So it may not be day one, but I think waiting so long to add newer titles to it will be more updated. So I think when this launches, they'll probably give you Miles Morales. They'll probably give you Spider-Man 2018, God of War, all these games that you see now as a PlayStation 5 user on PlayStation Collection, which hasn't even been mentioned yet, but including PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus, probably calling it PlayStation Now Plus. I don't know. The codename is Spartacus. I don't know what they're going to do. But from what I've seen, even on Twitter, it's rumored to have tiers, right? So tier 1 will be PlayStation Plus benefits, which you already have. Tier 2 will be access to PlayStation 4 and select PlayStation 5 titles. Tier 3 with access to classic libraries. Sony is also investing in more heavily into cloud gaming. These are just rumors right now. So it would include PSP, not PS Vita games, just PSP, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5 games. And that's a large library of titles. And although you pay $15 just for Xbox Game Pass. That's a great deal. Well, like Chris and everybody mentioned here, you're getting day one titles for their Xbox exclusive titles. I think PlayStation should do that, but we all know that they won't do that. Everyone has said it. I think what they should do, they have to compete with pricing, right? Because PlayStation Plus is $60, PlayStation Now is $60. There's no way I'm gonna pay $120 for everything, you know. And if you do the math, and I'm bad at math, so I'll use my calculator, right? So if we do 15 times 12, right, that's 12 months. That's $180. Maybe they do something competitively, where like. You see, that you could pay $15 a month and stop at any time. PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, they don't have that kind of thing where it's like $15 everything included, and they should do that. Is what I'm saying. It's like $15 every month. Yeah, options like that.
Right.
And although it's more than yearly than Game Pass, Game Pass is more than those two combined, $120 right per year. But something along those lines of the $15 per month, like keep it there. Don't go above that, because if you go above that, people are still gonna want to go to Game Pass and say we're gonna get more and day one titles. So you got to do something the same or a little less, so that way it's competitive.
Because like I will say right now, like let's say PlayStation Plus, you pay $9.99 a month or pay $60 a year. So you either pay monthly for $120 for the year, or you pay half that. You pay upfront for the year.
Yeah.
Game Pass, you pay $15 a month. You need PlayStation Plus just to play online games with your friends.
Well, so not all games, like not Fortnite and Warzone, but most of the other games.
But other games, other multiplayer games, you want to play with your friends. Like you want to play Overcooked, for instance. All of us want to play Overcooked. You have to have PlayStation Plus. Now the great thing is though, at the same time, you get 3 titles free per month. You get 3 free titles a year, and they're yours to download and keep as long as you keep PlayStation Plus. Cool. I understand that. I respect that. But at the same time, though, too, they're releasing not the greatest games. Some of these games are just like
they're not.
Games you never even fucking heard of.
No.
You maybe get once every 3 months, you get hit with a banger. Once every 3 months.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. But now, Xbox Game Pass, you're paying $15 a month. You get your online, and you get access to over 400 games. On PC, on your phone, downloaded to your list. You can do xCloud gaming. Everything you could possibly imagine. You could do cross-platform, PC to Xbox. You could do, like, and AAA bangers off day one.
I was just gonna say, Halo is already downloaded. I just got Forza, and both of those games are huge and beautiful looking games. So it's like, give us something like that to look forward to. You know what I mean? And Xbox announces, like in the Game Pass, when you open the app on the computer, it gives you dates and titles of what games are coming next week. And it's like almost every 3 days they got like a 3-pack of new games dropping into the Game Pass.
What's leaving, wild. What's coming in, and the games that are leaving usually are like games that you can tell nobody plays, because they only take away their games that nobody wants. So it's games you never even heard of. I'm like, I didn't even know that I could play Barbie's Dream House on my fucking Xbox. So you're taking it away? Okay, cool, take it away.
Yeah, that's fine.
It might affect 15 people. That's it. You know what I mean? And like you're getting rid of like what games are not being used or played, because Xbox is smart. They go in according to what their metrics most likely are, not according to what they want to do or whatever they feel is right or whatever. And I don't know. I think that it comes down to Xbox versus PlayStation. A lot of times, it depends on who's lining their pockets. Xbox is more for the players. PlayStation is more for their stocks and everything else too, for the money makers that behind them. That's it.
I think that's right. Going based on what we have now, we've had Xbox Game Pass for about a year and a half now, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because it wasn't it out before Xbox Series X? The whole Game Pass thing has been out longer.
It's been out for a while.
Game Pass has been out since the Xbox 360, I thought.
No.
Really? I don't know.
Hold on, I'll tell you what.
It hasn't been that long.
So it's definitely the one. Hold on, I'll tell you right, because I had it for a minute.
But it's probably been like 3 years.
The reason why I'm saying this is because, and I mentioned this, I think before we went live, PlayStation is almost like Apple when they're doing their hardware and software. They're usually a little late, and that's why the title is Are They Too Late? They're usually late, but they're trying to perfect things before they push things out. And sometimes they push things out too early, like I think the PlayStation VR. Although it was something new and exciting, there was just too many wires. And then, of course, you have Oculus, who's, wireless now, and it just blowing VR out of the water. So, and also PlayStation is coming out with a VR part 2. They're trying to make it wireless, but I don't think that's going to be the case. They haven't given us any information. The reason why I bring that up is because this has been out, and that's why I said Xbox Game Pass has been out for a while. PlayStation had an opportunity and they haven't done anything up until this point. Hopefully it's better, and they got to be better with the pricing. That's my whole point about this.
Yep.
John, what do you have? You look
Yeah.
very scared.
Xbox One was released in 2013. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
Yeah, man.
But okay,
So-
no, that's why I said 360 because I don't know why
So
I was
it's-
thinking that it came out in 2017. By the way, Game
Yeah,
Right, so it's
it
been
came
like
out
4
in
years.
2017.
Yeah,
I was
4
right.
years.
Okay.
Okay. So
Holy fuck!
it's been out a long time. PlayStation
4
has
years.
had enough information and data to determine if they can pull this off. And I think when they introduce this, they're going to do something very exclusive. I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm excited for it. And I think us as gamers should be excited for this because now we're getting
Oh, yeah.
more games accessible to us. And if it's cloud gaming, playing some PlayStation titles exclusively, I think that's going to be a big deal, man. So I'm excited for this. I know you guys are, but we're going to end it here. We're going to do a post show, so stick around if you guys are going to join us for the post show. You guys can ask questions. We could talk about the same type we're talking about here. Remember, we go live every Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern, twitch.tv/keepgamingpodcast. If you don't have time to watch us live, you can watch us on YouTube. We drop the episode every Monday. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you know whenever we post a new video. Also, if you don't got time to watch us, you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in Keep Gaming Podcast. So that's going to be it for us, guys. We love you. Until next time, keep gaming. Peace.
Peace.